How do we move forward in our lives when we feel betrayed by our own disillusionment? There's a lot of a lot of stuff hitting the fan out there in the world. God. And at the same point, there's still a lot happening inside our own lives. We have a lot that we're juggling right now in our hearts, in our minds, in our thoughts, in our feelings, our emotions, our relationships, our day-to-day life. Everything feels like it's up in the air, and it's so easy to feel deeply disillusioned by everything that we're seeing. We're not all that great sometimes. We're just not. Human beings sometimes really suck. How do we handle the disillusionment of that? It's easy to think that the opposite of disillusionment is idealism. Well, everything's going to be wonderful. And that disillusionment is the recognition that, idealism that's child's play. Well, it's not. Wouldn't it be wonderful if we as human beings could really live up to the ideal? I mean, how awesome would that be if we could say and enact in our lives, we will seek to engage in life and in our economy and in our society with egalitarian respect for all people. Wouldn't that rock? And if that's idealism, then yeah, I long for that. I don't think I'm the only one. So when reality or the news or a conversation or an interpersonal relationship suddenly looms up with a great big middle finger to you with regards to our idealism, disillusionment makes sense. And disillusionment need not be the end of that sentence. It need not be the end of our reality in our life. How do we do that? How do we move beyond that period? How do we turn it into a semicolon, a comma? We can even start a new paragraph. And how do we move on? I could talk a big game about being compassionate for yourself. And that's important. It matters to be compassionate, to have compassion for oneself when the shit hits the fan. When our disillusionment just seems like it's a rogue wave that just jumps on top of us and pushes us down. And even as sometimes the most loving thing that we can do for a friend, a companion, is to say, get up. We can say that to ourselves. We can say, yeah, this sucks right now. I'm not going to lie. And you don't have to lie there forever. You're going to have to get up. I will help you get up. If we can say to ourselves, I'm going to help you get up. I'm going to stay with you, self. I'm going to champion you. And I'm going to be that rebellious caregiver who will say, come on, self, I believe in you. You got this. Get up. Compassion need not always be light and fluffy. It's not always a Hallmark card. Sometimes compassion is messy. Sometimes compassion is rough. Sometimes compassion means saying to yourself, you're going to outlast this because I believe in you. What a challenge that could be. to say to yourself, I believe in you. Because you're the only you in the world. And who knows, maybe the crack in that despair, the radical rebellion of hope that could occur, that could come from you. That could be the spark that lights up the whole room that's filled in darkness. That nobility, it could come from you. We're not always going to be here where we are in this dark place. Strike a match. Be bold in your compassion for yourself as you look at yourself in the mirror. Look at yourself in the eyes and say, I believe in you. Because I, Catherine Gabriel-Jones, encouragement coach, believe in you.